Tonight, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from Nashville. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Titans set to take over behind their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill.
A terrific athlete. Started at wide receiver before becoming the starting quarterback at Texas A&M. And also took his studies pretty seriously as well. He was a biology major at Texas A&M. Planned to become an orthopedic surgeon. But being the 8th pick in the NFL draft, that paid just a little bit better.
It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big, or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15.
Yeah, baby, we coming here.
Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 70 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And this is good. Our score, 7-0, Tennessee. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Bills nothing. Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
It's 2nd and 8.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. First down and more for Allen. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and...
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen, left side caught by Diggs. Tackles made at the Titans 19. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. This is caught, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll look to run with Singletary. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run.
Tyler Bass.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Brought down
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down. That's the end of the first quarter.
These two teams all tied after 1.
To 7. Stephen Gostkowski on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
Titans 10, Bills 7.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Beasley. He was covered by Kevin Byard.
Throwing again. Allen. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
The quarterback is set.
Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
It's because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. This is brought in at the 21. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well.
And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Tre'Davious White.
A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They run here with Singletary. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain.
Well, sometimes when you feel that your legs have taken you as far as you can go,
Dive out.
yeah, you just go and elevate, right? And he tried to do exactly that, but he was met with pretty good resistance. No gain, correct?
No gain there. They're trying to dive over the left side of the field, but for nothing to show. Again, it'll be Singletary, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Singletary. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Derrick Henry. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 27.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man there to knock it away that time. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
At the 44-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. From the 44, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. The toss right to Henry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. He'll look downfield for Humphreys, and the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Cole Beasley. Now Allen. They may want to down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line. And again, it's Allen. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
It's 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Down just shy of the
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
Pass complete to
Dawson Knox as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have retaken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Pass on for the extra point. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And the Titans pick it up. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40. He's at the 30.
Oh, that's the way.
And he will make it into the end zone. He's in for 2 points. And how about that for a turnaround prior to halftime? So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a terrific first half from the mobile big man quarterback, Josh Allen. His guys lead, though, by only a point. It's been a tight one. As for the start of the third quarter, we'll send it back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
To Devin Singletary.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play. First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll run here with Singletary. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
5-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
They go right back to Singletary. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down, brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. They're going to run for it. It's Moss. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. First down. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Allen and Beasley with it over the middle. Titans 19. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Singletary again. Singletary loses it. It's picked up by the Titans. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
That keeps the score Titans 18.
They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
6 yards.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. going to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jayon Brown in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
So we'll recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. It's taken to the 26. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now it's Henry. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 58 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. With a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded in the end zone, and Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the third quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, weren't any real adjustments then, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
We'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Jeffrey Simmons on the stop. A gain of 9. Brings
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, Allen, a quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line.
on the play. And the Bills first down.
From the gun, Allen finding Knox there, complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Allen throwing complete to Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Allen's pass.
In there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand
A field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Flushed out right, and now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on second down. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
Well, 2 touchdowns scored. I know his team's happy. His coaches are happy. How about the fantasy owners of this game?
Always happy with 2, but they'd like 3 or 4. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return, the Titans take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Tennessee Titan. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run with Henry. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
He was
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Back at the 45-yard line.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Allen and the Bills now. Down by 5. A minute 51 on the clock. How costly of an interception will that be? It's time to find out. 1st and 10. Allen to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 40.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. On the left side, he finds Beasley.
Allen's pass.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Allen's pass.
That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 3. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. To throw is Allen. He'll buy some time, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Titans. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 40. Past the 20. 10.
Bring in the 2nd string.
And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
Recovering by the defense.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Tannehill going to throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Tonight's final.
Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.